Use the code GENT or click the link in the description for 5% off your first order at onlygentleman.co.uk. Their extra large, flushable, fragrance-free wipes are the best way to stay fresh all day. Buy them at onlygentleman.co.uk. Hello guys, something special and different today. Our friend at Sense of South Jersey YouTube channel, Kellen, has been over to Italy and he has discovered a rather intriguing new release. For many years, we've heard about Versace Eau Fraiche as a great fresh fragrance, comes in that distinctive light blue bottle. Well, now, at least over in Italy, they have Versace Eau Fraiche Extreme or Extreme. And this is a little clip from a recording. The whole full thing will be out on my channel too. But here we get Kellen's take on Versace Eau Fraiche Extreme.
This is Versace Eau Fraiche Extreme. And this is not available in the U.S. yet, at least I think. So it's a nice scent. It's really, I know there was an original Versace Man, and then there was Versace Eau Fraiche, which I think is, God, almost 20 years old at this point. And that's known for that like citrus and pepper, right? Really a great fragrance. This one doesn't smell anything like that. It's more of a, like there's a great citrus opening, and then there's lavender, and then musk. And then, of course, there's a bit of ambroxan in there. I think that's why it's going to be linked to sort of a blue fragrance. But this one's a little different, and my fiance absolutely loves it. So there's that. That's a plus. I just thought it was cool to get something that I couldn't get at home, and it's a designer, and it was, I think, at a Sephora, so I felt it was reasonably priced, and it came with a big shower gel, so I bought that as well. Because again, I like to layer the things. But this one's nice. Not the greatest fragrance in the world. I don't know if I'd like it better than the original flanker, the Versace Eau Fraiche, but it is nice, sort of a lavender, citrus lavender musk. Like that's what the feel I get with it. But seems to last a long time on me, and the females approve, so that's always a plus.
Don't forget, my recommended UK-based fragrance sampling site is fragrancesamplesk.com. Go there and use my code MrSmelly1977 for 10% off their amazing array of designer and niche fragrances. I've used them for many years as a happily paying customer, and I highly recommend them. My recommended USA-based fragrance sampling site is the Fragrance Decant Boutique. That's decantboutique.com, and there your code is MrSmelly10, an amazing site with a huge range of fragrances. Again, highly recommended by me, so go there and check them out. This you would say is a nice, fresh, citrusy choice with decent performance, but it hasn't exactly blown your mind away in terms of the actual aroma.
No, it hasn't. Like initially, and here's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I bought it, and because it's how they display fragrances, at least in Italy. Because I bought this one in Rome. There was this. I even took a picture of it. There was this. It had to be about 4 feet high, big cardboard cutout, like 3D cardboard cutout with a sprayer in the middle of it. And it said, "Try me." So I hit it, and it sprays this all over my clothes. And I'm like, oh, I got to go inside and see what this is about. So they had the 100 ml bottle. And for literally $15 more, I could get the bigger one, 15 euros more, I should say. So I bought the larger size. And I thought to myself, I put it on. I'm like, it smells like a little like dryer sheets. And then I'm like, I used to do that. I used to wear one wear, and then I would just, if I didn't like it immediately, I would toss it away. Not toss it away, but I just wouldn't care about it anymore.
Sure.
But I kept wearing it. That's a mistake I used to make a lot in the beginning. But and now there's definitely what I smell is like a tangerine or a grapefruit. Then I go and I look up the notes, and there's just lemon citrus, but there's a really nice citrus opening that lasts. And then the lavender comes out. And then it's musky. And when I looked at the note breakdown on Fragrantica, I'm like, oh, that actually makes sense. It sort of falls in line. And then, of course, there's the ambroxan, but that might give it that power because it does seem to last a long time, especially on clothing. And Sarah really loved it. So I was like, okay, so it grew on me. It did. And I may end up liking it a lot more down the line. Initially, I don't think it's, I looked at some of the reviews on Fragrantica. Some people were dumping on it all immediately. I don't even know if they've tried it or not, but I think it's pretty good. And right now I am wearing it because it smells nice. It's great, be great for work, great for day to day. You get the big bottle. You can spray away with this one. It wasn't overtly expensive at all, I don't think. And I think, and it's still a Versace fragrance at the end of the day. And there's not much by them that I've had that I didn't like. I can't really think of anything really.
Thank you for that. That is a really nice contrast to some of the classics and the well-known ones that you've mentioned. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of interest. So let us know in the comments, guys, what you think about that one. I like the bottle design. Sure to be talked about a lot in the community once it hits the rest of Europe and the USA. One last question on that one. Did you find the performance to be good? I guess the Extreme would imply that it's going to be decent.
Yeah, it's an eau de parfum, and I think the original one was an eau de toilette, I believe. I think it lasts longer on clothing than it does on skin. Some, like for example, like this, it doesn't matter what you spray Sauvage Elixir on, it's going to last. This one, and I really used to put more emphasis on that. And then I remember videos were used to say it's not that important. If it smells nice, it smells nice. And I think that that's true, and this one, it's grown on me a lot initially. I didn't think there was as much to it as there ended up being because I didn't give it a chance. But I thought the exclusivity of it not being available in the States was more appealing to me initially. So I was let me try it. But I did like it. And I remember in the store, Sarah was like, God, that smells awesome. And I'm like, you think? It's not like, I was looking for something maybe a little bit more avant-garde or niche, look something like that. But a lot of their niche stores that they had in Italy, they were asking so much, and it's just like when you're in the community, the sites you can get things on that are not only authentic but significantly discounted. So, but this was cool, and yeah, I recommend. I like this one. It's nice. It's not a 10 out of 10 smell wise, but it smells nice. If you want a citrus, lavender, musky, sort of a little bit more on the classic side, whereas I think in 2006. The original Man Eau Fraiche, that was much newer, much fresher. This is a little darker.
Guys, thank you for the scoop to Kellen, and let us know what you think about that one in the comments down below.